What do you believe is the greatest threat to the United States?
We will live together as brothers or die together as fools. MLK. Internal conflict. Call is coming from inside the house on this one. Ben Franklin widely forewarned us back when about the biggest threat to ourselves. The founders gave us a republic, if we can keep it. It is our game to lose, and the road we're on we may very well not be able to keep it. The biggest threat to us, is us.
The constant lowering of educational standards.
Declining literacy, increasing willful ignorance.
Lack of critical thinking skills.
Lobbying. Continuing a trend of our country evolving to benefit the rich instead of the majority of people. Ignorance and disregard for the Constitution, and democracy. Disregard for truth and facts, and readiness to generate and propagate disinformation. It's all good is not good.
I'd say at the moment, we're our own worst enemy.
It's the increasing allowance of anti-intellectualism. The idea that any opinion is a valid one due to the freedom of speech.
Propaganda and disinformation.
Poor education.
Propaganda and ignorance.
Proud ignorance as fact.
Lack of critical thinking, particularly my ignorance is as valid as your knowledge. That chain of stupidity has become the marching drum of the future death squads.
The current war on education.
The United States.
The percent of our citizens that are confidently stupid.
Misinformation. Misinformation driving conflict based on beliefs that are not factually correct.
Gingivitis.
The few elites that own everything in the country and cooperate to profit off our misery. They feed us shit, make us ill, inflate the currency, dumb down the population, pay us shit, charge ridiculous prices, and then feed us a bullshit culture war so we continue to fight amongst ourselves while they continue to do their work in the shadows out of view from the public. Citizens United. The fact that a good chunk of the government, if they weren't politicians and rich, would be considered too mentally gone to still work because of their age, yet they're running our country.
Apathy and a mental health crisis that is difficult to impossible to address. Attacks on, and devaluing of our education systems.
Authoritarian oligarch takeover.
I don't know if you guys are history buffs or not, but
Internal error.
Canada probably, we're too nice to be expected.
The biggest threat to the United States is social media and the media itself. We have let media drive such a wedge between us, be it politics, race, religion, sexual identity or the myriad of other issues, that everyone identifies solely as that item for them and hates anyone different. People with different views are now the enemy. I hate that. I liked having friends with all kinds of views and interests.
Misinformation.
Wealth inequality and unregulated corporate greed.